Hi. It's closer. I'm on. Hi, welcome. Happy Friday. We've made it. The end of the week. Thank you so much for showing up. I see 3 of you have turned on your devices and are ready to stretch and restore. So I need you to get some props. Get a mat, of course. Get comfortable in your clothes. Be warm. And you need a blanket and a firm pillow, bolster, a strap, and blocks. You can get away with 1, that's fine, but 2 is awesome. Really good. Okay, so today's program. First of all, I think I introduced myself. I'm Kellie. Thank you for showing up. I'll say that again. Welcome to my studio. So today we will do a hip-focused program. We'll do Yin and Restorative. These are 2 separate types of practices, but they both, in different ways, promote stress relief and relaxation. We'll do 30 minutes in the beginning of Yin to start with, which intelligently stretches the joints, the fascia, the muscles, so soft tissue in the body. And then we'll do 30 minutes at the last 30 minutes of class, second half of class will be restorative to intentionally unload the joints and muscles and skeleton so the entire body can relax. So get comfortable and let's get started on your mat. Coming to a seated position, let's just move a bit to bring up the core temperature just so that we feel to settle in to poses and hold them for longer. Reach up and then bring the arms down to the sides. Tip your head forward and then draw the head over to one side and then forward and to the other side. Head forward again, and then loll the head over to the side. Sit up tall, and then forward, and then the other side. And then forward again. Now lift up. Let's put the blanket on the mat and sit up on the blanket. So you've got a little bit of a platform cushion, and then you're a little higher, your sitting bones are higher than they were. Right, so that it's comforting for the lower back to sit up a little bit higher than your knees. So reach up and stretch again overhead. Look up at your hands this time. Put your palms together, clasp your fingers, and reach the palms up. Lifting the shoulders, but then reach your arms forward, palms forward. And then reach up and lean over to one side. Look up underneath the arm towards the ceiling. Inhale and reach, and then lean the other way. Look up underneath the arm. Inhale and reach. Bring the arms down, and let's lean over to the side. Draw your elbow in towards the floor. Palms, fingers spread, palm on the floor. Reach the arm up and over the ear and turn your gaze towards the ceiling. Inhale and reach up and over, changing sides. So palm on the floor, elbow turns in or points towards the floor. Reach the arm up and over the ear and look up. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and reach. And now let's turn to the side, to your right. Hand on the outside of your leg, using that as resistance. Looking over your shoulder, twisting the spine. Inhale and reach. And let's twist the opposite way. Fingertips behind. Inhale and reach. And now bring your hands down, come onto your hands and your knees, place the blanket underneath your knees for cushion, for support. Spread your fingers, wrists underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Abs in and round your back. Pull your back towards the ceiling and press your feet down into the earth, down into your mat. Lower down. Inhale, belly comes down towards the mat and look forward. Cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Press the floor away. Spread your hands, or like you're spreading your hands apart. And then lower down again, inhale. So let's do that movement with your breath. So kind of directed with your breath. On your own, do that 4 times. Deepening your breath. And then fully emptying the lungs on the exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Neutral spine. Separate your knees a little bit further. Bring your big toes together and sink your hips back into child's pose. Put your forehead down and relax for a moment. Breathe deeply. Fully exhale. Walk your hands as you breathe in over to the right. So getting a lateral stretch through the body. Inhaling and exhaling. Take a deep breath in. Sink the glutes closer to your heels if you can. And then walk your hands forward and then over to the opposite side, feeling that side body. That side of your body. Your forehead can rest comfortably on the floor. And walk the hands forward again. And lift up, rounding your spine, and shift your body forward, your pelvis coming slightly towards the mat, and then bring it back. Do that 3 times. Come up. Shift, reaching the thighs towards the mat, and you can gaze forward right there, and then bring it back. Let's do that a few more times. We won't put a time or put a limit on the number of these. You can bring your knees closer together if you'd like, or just keep them right there. You're getting a little bit more of an inner thigh stretch with the knees apart. Look up here if you need to see the move, where the stretch is happening, and the top of the thighs, the flexors, the hips, and then bringing it back, your back, your lower back and glutes. Back body, and then right here, front body. One more time. Come up onto your hands and your knees. And our first yin pose is a low lunge. And I want to use blocks right here. So grab your blocks, place them on either side. If you have one block, the right side is where you want to place the block. Bring your foot onto the mat, the left foot, right leg is back. And shift your hips like that. Now just look forward, relax your shoulders, get comfortable. Be sure to have something underneath your knees so that it's cushioned. Shift the hips forward more. Inhaling. Exhaling. Bring your hands down to your blocks or whatever object that resembles a block. Could be a book. Knee over your ankle in the front so that you can check that out for a moment. Then I want you to move the left block on the inside of your foot and heel toe your foot over to the edge. Turn your toes out right there. Walk your blocks down a little bit lower. Palms spread on the blocks. Take some stress off the wrist by bringing the fingers over the edge. Shift the hips. The back foot is your heel points straight up. Toes pressing down into the mat. So lengthening the hip flexors right here, the front of the thigh. Breathe in and breathe out. You can take this a little bit further. Your choice. Progressing, just press lightly into the inside of the knee, and your foot just lifts up onto its edge, and then looking over your shoulder. Watch that foot back there. It's going to try to drop out. I want you to keep pressing down into the foot, keeping the heel pointed up. Breathe. And breathe out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more deep breath in. And now shift. Bring your hands and blocks right in front of you. Bring the leg back to where it was, right beside the other leg. Coming into child's pose, supported, and you can keep your hands on the blocks. Reaching your hands forward and arms forward straight. Separate your knees so your torso comes right between the legs, and reach those arms. Get a nice stretch through the arms, through the sides of the arms, kind of pressing the outside of the hands down. Externally rotating the shoulders. Draw the shoulders back. Breathing in and out. And then lift up. Keep your blocks where they are. And then you're going to lift up the chest, bring your right foot forward into a low lunge position. Right there. Slide your knee back just slightly, but keep it on the blanket. Just changing sides. Walk your hands forward just a bit. Inhale and look forward. Shift the hips forward so your hips are moved towards the mat, and then place the top of your foot down. Your heel points up. Taking the opportunity to nourish our yin self right here. Slowing down and being patient and holding. Breathing in. Breathing out. Relax the body, softening into the position, and then relax the mind. Move your block on the inside. Shift your hips forward and turn your toes out like that, or your foot out like at an angle. Then hand on the inside of your leg and press into the inside of the knee right there, and hold. Breathe. So holding for long enough for the muscle to relax, and benefit is in the inner thigh, the hip, the flexors on that left side, hamstring, and then draw your shoulder back. There you go. Press. Inhaling and exhaling. Mantra, let's stay a while. All right, so now place the foot on the floor, move your block out, and coming to child's pose. Separate your knees, top of the feet on the floor, reach your blocks,
And chest comes between the legs and reaching the arms. If you have blocks, you'll feel this super nice stretch in the length of the arms. Move the shoulders away from your ears. Don't forget that. Press the top of your feet into the floor. And then lift up. Move the blocks out of the way. Now let's do a seated pose. You'll sit on your mat and put the blanket on top of the mat, right in the center. Extend out your right leg straight in front of you, right there. I'm going to move my mat back just a bit so my foot doesn't disappear. All right, sitting on your mat, one leg out straight in front, sit up tall, bring your heel close to the glute, like that, and sit up tall. If you elevate this a little bit higher, it'll feel much more comfortable on your back. If you're fine, if your lower back feels comfortable, then stay there. Now we're going to turn to the left. Reach your fingertips behind your hip and grab your leg and pull your leg into your torso. And use that as leverage to turn your body. Fingertips back here, look over your shoulder. What's behind you? But then just look straight out. So chin lined up with your breastbone. Shoulder back, but looking forward, breathing in, pulling the leg in, creating a bind, squeezing the organs, stimulating the soft tissue. Then look forward. Lift up the right foot, bring it over on the other side of the left, and then turn your foot on its side. So your knee points directly out. Bring that foot in closer if that works for you. If not, just let your foot just stay on the other side of your leg. This is half cow face pose or Gomukhasana in Sanskrit. Shoulder roll back right here, and then just lean forward. So stretching at the hip, you'll feel that, and then also the hamstring, the calf, the back of the knee. Lean forward more, inhaling. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Elbows pointing towards the floor, right? So don't splay the elbows. Your palms on the floor comfortably, spreading their fingers. Now lift up. And let's change sides. So right, left leg out, right foot on the mat. And sit up tall. Grab your leg and turn. Pull the leg into your body and use that as resistance to turn. Fingertips behind the hip and look over the shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathe in. Breathe out. And as you turn, continue that long inhale and exhale. As you twist the body, the breath becomes constricted. Smooth out your breathing, lengthen the breath, allowing the central nervous system to relax and restore as we hold these poses specific for creating suppleness and mobility in the joints and muscles. And then look forward. Good. Bring this leg over to the other side. foot over there, and then let your knee drop out. Pull your heel into the other hip. And if you can, bring it all the way up there. And if that's uncomfortable, if it's painful, then move your foot away, of course, and sit up tall, fingertips on the mat, like that. Shoulders rolled back. With a flat back, walk it forward. Hamstring, hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift forward more, inhaling. Exhaling. Relax the shoulders, the jaw, places you may be holding tension. And then lift up. Extend the legs out straight and shake them out. Yogi drum roll. All right, so now cross your legs. Keep crossing your legs. Keep them here if that's comfortable for you, and we're just going to do a lean forward. Otherwise, I want you to bring your right leg over the left leg in cow face pose, both legs. To stretch the outside of the hips, your feet parallel from each other, and try to get your knees aligned one on top of the other. As much as you can, don't force anything. Coming to that edge where you feel the stretch and then staying there. And allowing the muscle to relax. And then once that happens, I want you to lean in. Bring your hands forward, inhaling. When you're ready, lean in more. Elbows draw in. And then if you can, lean more. But if that's where you need to stop, just stop right there. Rather than dropping your head like I just did, lean your body forward. Spine staying neutral. Elbows in. Breathe in. Feeling the intensity of the stretch. Finding staying power with your breathing. Many lessons can be learned from doing yoga, especially a practice like this. You want to come out, immediately run away from the feeling of just a little bit of discomfort, right? But find staying power, breathing. And then lift up. All right, so now bring your hands behind and lean back. Unwind your feet, your legs, and tip the knees side to side, like that. Knees, tip over, hips, tipping over, and then hold. Let's change. Cross your legs the opposite way, or come into Gomukhasana with your left leg on top or right leg on top, whichever you didn't do last time. We're just doing the other side now. So feet kind of parallel, one on each side. And you can flex your feet right here. Knees, one on top of the other. Inhaling, breathe. Exhale. Relax the shoulders, close your eyes. Finding staying power with your breath. Walk your hands to the mat. If that's okay, stay there. Inhaling. You're seated on the mat. You're feeling two sides of your hips or the glutes on the floor. Exhale, walk it forward more. Keep your back straight and lower your chest, bend your elbows. If you can bring your chin all the way down to your knee, do that.
focusing on your breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale and lift.
Walk your hands in. Nicely done. Untwist your legs and then slap them out. Yogi drum roll. All right, tip the knees side to side. And now we're going to begin the more restorative part of the practice. Still working towards creating mobility and stretching, relieving stress in the back and the hips and the hamstrings. That's still our focus. But just showing the difference between two practices, yin and restorative yoga. Restorative specifically to promote relaxation and stress, just like yin does, but restorative using props to relax and not really hold any type of tension, just fully relaxing the body. All right, so now let's come to the mat. Place your blanket at the top of your mat where your head will go. Have your pillow accessible and your blocks accessible. Lower down on the mat. Get your shoulders off of the mat and your head on the blanket, and your head on the blanket. Shoulders off the blanket, head on the blanket. See that? Right here. So your head's supported and your neck is supported. Grab your block, lift up your hips, and place the block underneath your sacrum. If it feels uncomfortable, then move it a little bit further up towards your waistline, but don't go too far. It's not under the waistline, it's under the sacrum, right? So here, stretching into the quadricep, which actually effectively helps the hamstrings, the front of the thigh or the front of the leg. So lift the right leg up, pull it in, rotate your foot, and now extend out the right leg to the floor, heel to the floor, and then pull your back towards the mat and breathe. Put your palms on the floor and just relax right here. Close your eyes. Feel the sensations in your body, the leg, your lower back, your hip. So the hips are level right here because they're on that hard surface. Now sweep or bring the right knee into your chest again. Extend that right leg up straight. Pull the leg in slightly. Reach the hands behind the hamstring. Pull that leg in. Bend your knee. Place your foot on the floor. Left knee comes in. Grab the shin. Pull it in. Rotate your left foot. And rotate the other way. And then place your left foot on the floor, but then extend the leg out all the way. So the left leg straight, right foot on the floor, pull your back towards the mat. Hip flexor stretch, quad stretch from the hip point, from the pelvis, down to the knee. Slide your foot in, grab your knee, pull it in, and then extend that leg up straight. Reach the hands behind the hamstring, pull that leg in just gently. Flex the foot, straighten the leg. Then set your foot on the floor. Bring the right knee in, pull it in, left knee in. So now balancing on the block with your lower back. Press your shoulders down to the mat, abs in. And now you can extend one leg at a time or both up at the same time. Your inversion, legs up. All of the blood flow fluids coming down into the trunk, into the body, all the way to the head. Keep the legs up. Breathe in, then breathe out. Go ahead and bend your knees, and then place your feet on the floor. Lift up your hips, remove the block. Place one block over here on the side. Grab your strap. Place your right foot in the strap. So the strap goes right below the ball of your foot. Reach up as high as you can and keep that knee slightly bent. Extend your left leg out straight, or as straight as you can, to get that quad stretch and hamstring stretch. Good. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. Inhaling, exhaling. Breathe in deeply, fill the lungs, and then empty. Grab the strap with your right hand, turn your toes out, your heel up, and reach the leg to the side. As you do that, counter the balance by reaching the left arm over to the left and look over to the left. Inner thigh stretch. Then begin to lift the leg. As you do that, then hold at the top and then get your lower back settled. Bend your right knee and bring that leg across to the other side. So with your leg bent. And then while you're there with the strap on the ball of your foot still, you can extend the leg if you want to and reach the arm. Get your shoulders centered on the floor and release. Relax into the pose. Soften. At ease. Then bend your knee and lift up all the way. Pull that leg in and then bring the left foot and place it in the strap. Remove the right, place the right on the floor. Extend the leg out. So straighten your leg, reach your hands up as high as you can. And slightly bend the elbows. Bend the knee just slightly, allowing for a gentle stretch in the hamstring. The intention to create more flexibility in the hamstring by being easy on that muscle and not forcing anything. Sometimes we kind of go into deeper poses and not necessarily beneficial. Here, holding the pose for an extended period of time where the muscle is just lightly stretching. Your foot's flexing down. Reach up as high as you can and let the weight of your arms pull your leg towards you. Close your eyes and breathe in and breathe out. Then bring the leg across the body to the right. And as you do that, extend the arm to the left. Lift that back up again. Bend your knee. We'll take it to the other side in a moment. And then bring it across. I want you to just feel the difference between having your knee bent and then if you want to try to extend the leg. Yep, right there. Get off my mic. Reach the arm the opposite way. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and lift the leg. Lower back settles onto the floor first and grab the strap with your left hand. Turn your toes down and your heel up, reaching the leg to the sides very slowly. Reach the right arm over to the right. It's a deep hamstring stretch, and I want you to kind of gently go into that. You can soften the knee to ease up on that stretch, or just keep the leg straight. Lift your head up and turn your head over to the right. Opposite direction of your knee or your leg. Lift your leg slowly, smoothly up straight up, and then bend your knee and pull that leg in. Now place your right foot in the left, beside the left, both feet in the strap. Even up your strap all the way, and then reach up. Separate your feet like your hip width. Lower back stretch, back of your knees stretching. Flex your feet down. Close your eyes right here. Weight of the arms pulling the legs in towards you. Not forcing anything. Bring your focus to the sensations of the muscle tissue, the hamstrings, the glutes, behind the knees, the calf. Then bend your knees. Remove the strap. And we're going to come to a seated position again. Roll over to the side and push up to sit on your blanket and grab your pillow. And the pillow in front. like that. Bring your knees, your feet over on the other side. Have your knees splay out like that. And then you're going to use a block right here, or you could use something that's just a little higher. So you can place your forehead on the block. Or if you need to, turn it up higher right there. I want you to feel the length of your spine, the lower back, the arms draped over the inside of the legs, and you can hold your toes, your feet. You can actually give your feet a little massage right there. Press into the bottom, the arches of your feet, making a circle with the thumbs, and then grab around the balls of your feet and press into different parts of the base of the toes. And then reaching down and grabbing the big toes, and then the second, and the third, and then the fourth, and then the pinky toes. So again, press into your heels with the thumbs. Give your heels a massage right there. And then reaching in the arches again. Pressing your fingers, your thumbs. Maybe you're better at it now. Second time, you're probably like, what? We're massaging our feet. Yep, we're massaging our feet. And then just hold still. Focusing again on your breath. And scan down the body. Scan from the crown of the head, the back of your head, the neck, the shoulders splayed apart. Down the spine to the top of the hips, at the back of the body. The tailbone where you're seated. The legs, the hamstring stretching right here. Take a breath in and lift your head and move the block over to the side and move this over. And you can place it down here to the lower part of the mat, and we're going to lie down again. So head comes to your blanket. Keep your feet on the floor, walk it back on your forearms. Let your knees tip in towards each other and your feet out wide. Lower back on the mat. Reach your arms overhead and stretch. Inhale. Sweep the arms up. Reaching up all the way, all the way. Place the hands on the floor. Right ankle on left knee. Press that knee out. Supine pigeon pose, press the knee away. So you can stay here or lift your foot and place it on the blanket or the pillow, or lift up all the way and hold. So actively holding the stretch or passively with the foot on the object or the prop. So lift up. Reach around the hamstring and pull the leg in and use your elbow to push the knee away. And you can look straight up, keep your chin neutral, don't tuck the chin or lift it too high. Back of the head comfortable, less distractions in our practice, so you can settle in a little deeper. And now Let's change sides. So place your right foot on the floor, left ankle on your knee. Press this knee away. And stay here, or place your foot on the pillow or prop. Or lift the foot up and hands go behind the hamstring. Press the knee away. Hold that right there. Breathe. And then let the legs go. Place them on the pillow right there and let your knees drop in. And here we are, ready for Shavasana. So slide the pillow in underneath your knees and have your feet, the edges of your feet resting on the floor, knees out, opening up the hips. And bunch the blanket up underneath your neck like this. Get comfortable. Cover your body with something to rest without distractions. A little bit of weight on the body like a blanket is restorative. It gives a sense of safety. Also, just being warm. Reach the arms to the sides, palms facing up. Relax the shoulders down. And close your eyes. Active rest. The idea is to try not to fall asleep, but to rest your mind so much, kind of fade out in meditation. So taking your thoughts and letting them go. Your mind wants to have things to do. So in meditation, the idea is to let those thoughts go and take advantage of the moment, restoring the body and resting your mind, detoxing the mind, the brain, with no thoughts for a moment. Just see if you can do that. It's probably one of the harder things to do in yoga, is to keep your mind from focusing on something. You can bring your awareness to the mind's eye, the third eye. Scanning down the front of your body, from the forehead, the brow, to your nose and jaw, the shoulders, softening of the belly, your hips and inner thighs, the insoles of your feet. Scanning up the back body, the edges of your feet, the back of the knees, resting, the lower back and hips, hamstrings, the glutes, the shoulders, the back of your head. Take a deep breath in through the nose, filling the lungs. Open and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Start to move your fingers and your toes, and you can move away the pillow and just gently rock the knees from side to side. And then tip the knees over to one side and roll over and push yourselves up to sit on the top of your blanket. Cross your legs comfortably and bring the hands together. Shoulders draw back, sitting up tall. Just take a moment. Of reflection. And then gratitude. And thanks. Edge of the hands to the mind's eye. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for showing up. Let me know if you did this program live or did the recording. It's good to know. It's good to see you or to have you. Join me sometimes. Thank you so much. I will see you again. Please let me know if I can help you with anything or if you have any questions about my program. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.